Hi everyone, I'm Farmer Jolly and welcome back to our survival series on Riverbend Springs. Now, we have been very busy off screen and got a load of contracts done. We're just finishing the harvesting contract. The two tractors, the Landini and the Zetor tractor, are taking the final bits of, well, they're actually just crashing. Let me, that might not have been the driver's fault. So let's just turn that off and try and past. There we go. And then turn that back on. Am I going this way? No, we're going to keep going this way. So let's get around that car. Yeah, so the Landini and the Zetor tractor are delivering... Oh, it keeps crashing into this post van. Why is this post van getting in the way so much? We'll let that go just a few seconds. Right, let's try that. That might have sorted it. So yeah, for the third time, the Landini and Zetor are delivering the last of the wheat from the harvesting contract. The combine is back in the shed, and we've just finished a cultivating contract on field 46, and we are heading over to field 9, which was the first harvesting contract that we took out in a couple of episodes ago, I think. It was either the last episode or the one before, because that now needs to be cultivated as well. So we've done that. We've also completed a deadwood contract, and we've also completed 2 baling contracts on field 83 and field 85. So those are all done. We haven't collected the money yet. Just wondering why the Zetor tractor is coming to a stop. Yes, we've not collected any money yet, but we need to do that. So we'll get over to field 9. That shouldn't take us too long. We have had a bit of a tidy up around the yard as well. We tried to put everything away. But it's going to be, well, it's been a busy time off screen, and I think it's just going to get even busier because we need to get some fertilizer and seed into the greenhouse production, and probably some more water. We need to see how the Grain Elevator Museum, I forgot what it was called then. We need to see how that's doing, and what if that needs anything else. And either in the next month or the month after, we are going to have to harvest our final field. And I've missed the entrance. Let's just back up a little bit. Yes, we're going to have to harvest our last field and get that all cultivated or ploughed, whichever it needs, and ready to go again for the next harvest season. So let's get this turned on. Let's put steering assist and activate that. Lower. That's okay. There we go. And we are away. So this shouldn't take us too long. This, I think, it isn't the right tractor to be using. It does struggle a bit, but it it will do it. We have also filled this tractor up because we were very low on fuel. But we are working late into the night to get all these contracts done. And we should have a good few thousand. We will also, in this episode, check out the some new tractors, and we'll see which one we're probably going to go for, because that is definitely going to be the next purchase. And we might, well, we're not going to be able to afford it in this episode, but we might get some more money if we can sell some of the lettuce, because they seem to earn us quite a lot. So let's get this field done. Right, so we have nearly finished this contract. We've got 4 more of the up and down rows to do, and then the cultivating is finally done. And definitely, as a note to self, we are not going to be cultivating with the Fendt again, because it keeps just speeding up to 7 miles an hour and slowing back down to 5, and no matter what gear I put it in, it is just doing 5 to 7, 5 to 7, and it is so slow. So we will definitely be cultivating either on a bigger tractor when we get one, or the Zetor tractor from now on. But the end is in sight, and then before we progress into the next month, we will collect all the money for the contracts. Now, obviously I said we did a deadwood contract. I have taken the wood from that deadwood contract. It was 7 trees, and we've delivered that to the sawmill. And as we have done with all of the deadwood contracts recently anyway, and we have, I think, when I dropped them off, I think we had about just over 20,000 litres of wood, which is amazing. So that is just ticking over, keeping itself going, which is brilliant. So I think we're going to have quite a bit of stuff we can sell. So we will have a look at that, but we'll probably look at what we can sell in the next month. We just need to get this contract done and progress into the next month, because it's getting difficult to see what I'm doing, especially where we've been, which is why I'm very glad I put the GPS on. So Let's get this pass and a half done, and we can take the tractor back and just abandon it in the middle of the farmyard for the night. But it's been, oh, I say it should be a very profitable contract month. I don't actually remember how many we've done. I know we've collected the, was it 1 or 2 we did in the last episode? I think we might have done a Deadwood one as well. But there we go, contract's finished, but we've got to exit the field from this side anyway, so let's just do that. And we did as well make quite a decent bit of money from selling the leftover wheat. We got, I think, about getting up to £600, which is absolutely brilliant. Right, that is finally done. So let's pull out of the field and drive back over to our farm. Let's put the beacon on because we are on the roads, but there aren't many cars out and about tonight. So let's go our normal way. There we go. Now the other 2 tractors I think are still sat at the there we go. Let's turn that off. Oh, okay, so let's just move this forward because we've got the other tractor still just waiting to unload. So we're going to make a bit more money. Not bad. Let's just get out of the way. We can leave both of them there for now. So let's have a quick look. Now the game is probably going to save. Yep. So that's, while it's saving, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 contracts to collect. So we've currently got 1,000. Actually, can we? Oh, let me just jump into this. I'm wondering. We can. Let's put that just up there so we will be able to see how much we make. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's brilliant. We've gone from just over 1,600 to over 17. That is amazing. Right. Let's get into the next month. I think it's going to be busy, so let's wake up at 7. Oh, that's good. I thought we were going to lose quite a bit more than we actually did. Now, I don't know. No, so we're not harvesting in this episode, so that is going to make things a bit easier. We could possibly do a contract, but I think, ooh, 36,000 litres of wood beams. How much wood beams do we have? 3,000. Okay, not enough. So the oats aren't ready yet, nor is the wheat, but we've got a lot with the lettuce and the planks and the walls. So what we're going to do is let's find the grain elevator, which is here. Let's visit this. So it needs another 19,000 litres of long planks. And how much do we have? 5. Okay. So we are going to need to sell that, I think. So that's still got, that's nearly out of wood. And that is very low. So what I'm going to do is we're going to jump into the store. Let's seeds. I'm trying to think. Let's get 2 bags or 4 bags. We'll go 3 bags of that. So 3,000 liters of seeds, and then fertilizer, because this is going to be the expensive part. Can we get to say, yeah, 3 of those, and then we will grab the Zetor tractor and race over to the store. So we'll race over. We will probably have to do 2 trips or more, maybe more. And then we will grab the flatbed. We'll sell the lettuce that we've got. Oh, why are we looking at the floor? There we go. That was not what I wanted to do. Yes, we'll sell the lettuce and then head over to the sawmill, grab the bits that we've got there and get that delivered, and that will should give us quite a bit of money. So I'm going to race over to the store. We're going to load the seeds and the fertilizer into the greenhouse so that can keep going, and we will get some water in as well. And I will see you when we are about to take the lettuce over. Right, well, we have loaded up. It took us a lot longer to do load the fertilizer, seed and water in. We managed to get quite a bit of water in though, but it's quite late. We're already at 10 to 5 in the evening. But on the plus side, we have got 54,000 litres of lettuce, which is just brilliant. So we're going to we're going to quickly and carefully drive this over to the restaurant, because that is the best price, but that is a massive amount of lettuce, which is brilliant. We just need to keep on top of filling the water, seed and fertilizer, because that is really going to boost our income. So the plan is we're going to deliver this to the restaurant, as I say, and then we do need to sell all of our wood products. We do need more wood as well, because we are low on that, or we might have run out by now. But that's going to be a job for the next episode. I do want to have a look at some different tractors just to see how much it's going to cost us, so just so that we're aware and we've got a target. Now that the main thing is there's so many different types or makes and models that we could look at. I'd love to get a large tractor, but I think that might be a little bit unrealistic, but we'll have a look. I think a medium tractor is going to be better price for us, but we will definitely be having a look. I've got a couple in mind, but we shall see. But let's get these. So we should get over 40,000 just from selling this, and then it looks like quite a lot of money for the wood products that we've got. And as I've said before, the goal for this series really is to make a big viable farm. For those of you that haven't seen the first few episodes, we started off with just a small grass field. I think it was field 44, and this one tractor and some grass equipment, and we've managed to work up to, what is it now, 3 tractors, the combine, 3 of our own fields and the farmland, which is brilliant. But we want to have a good, profitable farm, bigger equipment, and the other sort of side goal is to complete the grain elevator museum. So we're here. We've got 3,220. Let's take the straps off, and we got 49,317 for the products and 1,559 as an environmental score. That is brilliant. We got over £50,000. So while we're here, let's have a quick look. Now, is there anything in the sale? Nothing that we need. So tractors. How much are... Okay, the large tractors aren't as much as I thought. The first few anyway. Obviously, these are going to be out of our price range. And we could go for something like this. But fast track might be nice. So what is that? 289,000. I was thinking of a 9S. Because I do like the look of them. And that is 259,000. So what would it be if we went for a different one? So we could go for... So the 8S isn't much cheaper. I think we go for the 9S. Because we're not going to need... We could obviously upgrade the engine, but to start off with, we'll keep it as probably as standard, but we can go all the way up from 285 horsepower to 425, so we wouldn't need to change this tractor. So yeah, we're going to aim for the 9S, so we need to get another £200,000. So we're going to end it there for this episode. We do need to sell quite a bit of products. We've got the planks, long planks, prefab walls, and the wood beams to sell, hopefully at the grain elevator. And we've got quite a bit in the crops waiting to be sold. So it's going in the right direction, but it's going to take some time. We can keep our eyes on the contracts as well to see if there's something that we can do. That would have been ideal, but we don't have 36,000 litres, which is a shame. But as always, thank you very much for watching the episode. I really do hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you back here for the next one. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.